Well, let's continue to meet the newest members of the Baltimore Ravens here on GCR. Really appreciate our next guest taking the time for us. He is an offensive lineman out of Oregon. He is Sala Aumavae-Laulu, and he is with us now here on the program. Sala, how'd I do? Did I get at least close? I've been practicing all week. Looking forward to this conversation.
Yes, sir. On the spot, you got it right.
Oh, man, that is great news for me. I appreciate it. Sala, it's so good to meet you, man. Thank you for taking the time for us. I know these last couple of weeks have been a whirlwind for you. Can you put into words, like being out on the field with the guys last weekend and, putting a uniform on, what it means to you to know that you are now in the NFL, you have made it, and you have achieved at least the first part of what your goal is?
I would like to say thank you for everything. Like, I would say thank you to my family, but most importantly, I would say, like, working with the other guys means a lot. Like, learning from others, getting to know more with my teammates, as well as the coaches, building a bond with others, it means a lot. And it's an incredible feeling being in the NFL. So I would say let's get to work.
That's cool, man. That's really cool. Sala, your path is a little bit different than everybody else's, right? Like, you went the JUCO route, and I'm fascinated by, like some guys that go the JUCO route, it's because they're a late arriver to the game. There's very different reasons. But can you take me through your path from going to JUCO to getting to Oregon, and if maybe having to do that maybe not so glamorous extra work adds a level of appreciation for you about what it is that you've been able to achieve?
So, straight from high school to JUCO, I was a non-qualifier, so that's the reason why I went to JUCO.
Okay.
And when I went to JUCO, I was heavily recruited, and then I went straight to Oregon. And being in JUCO route, like, I would say that it's it really depends on you, to be honest. But I feel like it was like a great experience experiencing that JUCO life, and I would have to say that what's called made my mentality stronger and also like hungry for like every day.
Yeah.
So I'll say that.
You're not really given everything. It's not quite as sexy as playing at a place like Oregon, obviously. Where there's a lot more that you're getting there. You got to really work a bit harder. Sala,
Most definitely.
was football always the path for you? Like, I know, again, for guys in Hawaii, for the Polynesian family, I know football is so significant. Did you always know that it was something that you wanted to do? Was there a moment in your life where you realized, I'm going to have a real opportunity to maybe do this at the highest level?
Most definitely. Ever since I started to like pancake other guys, like other kids, I was like, oh dang, I could do this every time, like every week. Like, I felt like I believed in my worth, and that's all I gotta say. Just believe in your worth.
Did you? Was there a moment? Was there a time, something that you did on the field, or a level that you reached where it struck you most? Like, I'm going to be able to do this. Like, I can make it all the way to the NFL.
Most definitely. I would have to say is like winning with my teammates is like the best feeling, as well as like pancaking other people. Like, that's what makes me who I am.
Yeah, I know you're a big dude, obviously, an aggressive dude. Like, are you sound more like the gentle giant type? Like, are you someone who has to turn it on the moment that you get on the football field? Like, are you totally different people off the field and on the field?
I mean, off the field, like, I'm cool with everyone, but on the field, it's like, you gotta turn the switch on.
Yeah, right. And then
Most definitely.
you become a beast.
Feeling is, most definitely becoming a beast and making sure the team wins, because that's how it is. Winning on the field with the team, and I feel like team is part of the game. So.
No doubt. No question. Ravens' 6th-round pick, Sala Aumavae-Laulu, is with us here on GCR, offensive lineman out of Oregon. Sala, I knew you were playing a lot of tackle. Are you getting the sense that you're going to be asked to be a little bit versatile as you start your career, maybe play a couple of different positions?
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. Whatever position they put me in, I'm fine with that. As long as we win as a team, that's all that matters to me.
Did,
I'm
did
a team player.
did you know much of anything about the Ravens at all? Like, had you had a lot of contact with them in the lead up to the draft?
Throughout the draft, yes, sir. I've been talking to their staff, and I really love them, and I like the way they play. So.
Did you have a sense that it might work out that way? Like, as the draft went along, were you telling me, like, I got a funny feeling it could end up being Baltimore?
Most definitely. I'm really close with the coaches, the O-line coaches,
Wow.
and I love them. They're great coaches.
That's cool.
And I look forward to learning more with them.
That's really, really cool, man. I know you mentioned a little bit, as I mentioned, the Polynesian family. Of course, Ronnie Stanley is here in Baltimore. And I know you mentioned the Vegas connection, right, that you guys played at rival schools. Had you ever
Yes,
had you ever talked to or had a conversation with Ronnie? Like, had you ever, I just don't know if there was an actual opportunity for you to get to know him at any point.
not right now, but I know for sure this upcoming week, I for sure will.
I mean, no doubt, right? Like, you want to seek that guy out and try to soak up as much as you can from the success that you've had. Are there guys over the years, whether they be, fellow Polynesians or not, are there guys over the years that you maybe looked up to the most as football players and said, that's sort of maybe a role model for you within the game?
I would say a lot of them, to be honest. Ron Stanley, Alo Tinata,
Yeah.
a couple other Polynesian players.
There's a couple of guys we like a lot in this area. Yeah, I know that much. Two guys that you never. So Haloti, of course, famously also played rugby and was like a nightmare. When you would see his rugby film, you would say, "Oh my God, that man running at me! I would rather be dead than have that man running at me." Did you ever play rugby at all, or was it always just football for you?
I would say football, but rugby, like during my free time, to be honest, with everyone.
Really? Okay, so are you really out there like in the open field running people over on a rugby field? And is there a chance that maybe we could see you lined up at some point as like a fullback or something like that in the NFL?
We'll see how it goes, to be honest. Whatever they put me, like I said before.
Yeah, do whatever you asked. I understand that. That is certainly the right attitude to have. It's an exciting thought, the idea of that type of athleticism for you. Sala, obviously your journey to this point, right? Can you take me through, you mentioned your family, but who maybe the people were, some of the coaches, the folks that had the biggest impact on you throughout this point in your football career?
I'll say throughout this point, I have a lot of coaches that I look up to because throughout my career, I had like many coaches, like a lot of coaches, to be honest. So all my high school coaches, my college coaches, and the people that are around that are close with me, I look up to. So,
did you have much of a relationship at all with Anthony Brown?
Oh, most definitely. That was our quarterback.
So did you have an opportunity after you got drafted to connect and be like and realize like it's a pretty cool opportunity for you guys to reconnect here in Baltimore?
Yeah. He was just telling me congrats and everything, and look forward to seeing each other over there at Baltimore. I was like, say less.
I mean, that's really cool. That's a really cool thing for you guys to be able to reconnect here. Sala, and I remember you were asked about this over the weekend, but just the realization of being anywhere you got drafted, it was going to be exciting, of course. Like that, getting drafted is the thing that you ask for. But for it to be the Ravens, a franchise with so much success, and with a quarterback like Lamar Jackson, can you describe that to you? Like, does it add a little bit more to the moment that you don't have to lie about your excitement about where it is that you were going in the NFL?
I would say that I'm excited to work, humble, and I'm hungry. So that's what I got to be.
I know 100% about that, but it being Baltimore, being the Ravens, and being like around Lamar Jackson, right? Like, how much does that mean to you?
Oh, that means a lot, to be honest. But I'm a team player. Let's have fun.
I mean, that's the plan. The plan is for us to have a lot of fun in the coming years.
Sir.
All right, give me something. So there's not a lot of great Hawaiian food around this area. There's actually a place in Falston that's pretty good called Uncle's. But give me like the go-to dish, the thing that maybe since you've been in the mainland, since you've been in this this part, you haven't fully been able to replicate the best food that we should know about from Hawaii?
Oh man, there's a lot of spots to be honest, but uh, I'll say L&L.
Okay, so what is that? I don't know what that is.
Hawaiian style. A lot of good food. They got a lot of poly food.
Okay, all right. Nothing.
But,
Is there one thing in particular that you love the most?
not really, to be honest, because there's a lot of options that I like over there.
Okay, I mean I can understand that and certainly respect that altogether. Okay, so give me one more thing. What do we need to know about you? I know you're a family man. I know you're getting married. I've seen that on Instagram, Sala. What does life look like for you away from the football field when you've got in the off season, maybe a Friday night, nothing to do? What does your life look like?
I like to explore, to be honest. I like to be active. I like to look at the scenery, to be honest.
That's cool. Do you like do a lot of hiking, stuff like that?
Most definitely.
That's awesome.
But I also like the East Coast, to be honest. You guys got some good food over there at Baltimore.
Hey.
I'll give you guys that.
Hey, man, we're going to get you out. We're going to get you some seafood this way. I don't know if you've ever cracked crabs before in your life, but I'm telling you.
Oh, man, that's hard.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll look forward to that entirely. All right.
Yes,
Sala de Beast 7174. That's the best way for people to follow you on Instagram, correct?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Sala, it's so great to meet you, man. We're really excited about having you here in Baltimore and continuing the great tradition of Polynesian players here with the Baltimore Ravens. Congratulations. Thank you for taking the time for us, and we can't wait to get to know you more as you spend your career here in Baltimore, all right?
Thank you. It means a lot.